Hi, my name is Elena Berry, and today I'm doing a business presentation on a topic that is very important for all businesses if you do employ people, and that is on taking care of your employees. So, think of a workplace that you have worked at and that you have loved, and also why you love to work there. So just while you think about that, one of the places that I've worked at that I've really loved was actually a call center, a collections call center. And when most people say that, you wouldn't think that people would like that. Most people hate to work at call centers, but just the way that they treated your employees there really made me love it, just based on the perks. They had a competitive pay, they had a great bonus structure, they appreciated their employees, and they were constantly giving us feedback, which I thought was awesome. So going into the next one, like I said, I loved the job because of the feedback, appreciation, and generosity. So that might be one of the things that you guys thought of, but all of your guys' thoughts on why you did love a business is what I'm going over today. So I'm going to be going over 3 reasons why treating your employees will benefit you as a company and also benefit the employee. So why should we take care of the employees of our company? There are many reasons why. First of all, you could do it just to be a good person. Who doesn't love to take care of the people that work for them? Makes them feel good, it makes you feel good, but also it can benefit you in the standpoint of your business. It can improve your productivity, it can improve your retention. Those are all things that you wouldn't think necessarily that treating them well would improve, but it does. So the first part of our presentation is employees will be more productive if you do treat them well. So thinking about that, just to give a quick example about one of the places I worked at, we had a ton of incentives, we had competitive pay, and we also had different things that would motivate us. So the more you treat your company and your employees well with motivation and incentives, that will then motivate the employees to be more productive. So in the place that I worked at, they had a bonus structure. It was very generous, and also they did tons of recognition, and they did a ton of lunches for top performers. So just giving them that opportunity definitely improved the productivity of the company. So looking at this graph we have here, it shows incentives that have been used at different companies. It shows the low side of the lined graph. It shows companies that have done incentives for 1 week or less. The middle is 6 months or less, and the highest part of the line graph is 1 year or more. So as you can see, the amount of productivity has definitely gone up for the companies that have kept more incentives for their employees. And that benefits the employees. You're treating them well, you're giving them something to work towards, and it also helps you out as a company. You get more work done for what you're paying for. So what incentives could I use for my company? A lot of companies use raises, some use employee lunches. There's also bonus structures you can use. And then even if your company can't afford these things such as raises, lunches, things like that, recognition is also another great way to recognize and motivate your workers, because who doesn't love to get recognized for something, get let know they're doing something good, be set apart from the rest. So even if you can't afford the raises, or you think that you are paying the right amount for the employees, you can always recognize them, and that can also motivate your employees as well. Number 2 is treating employees well will improve retention. So what is retention? Retention is the ability of an organization to retain its employees. So that's how long you keep them. You want employees to stay longer because they have more experience the longer they stay. You don't want to have to always be replacing them, because you have to spend more and more money training new people, and you don't want to spend more money, obviously. So the better you treat your employees, the longer they're going to stay, because most people leave a company because they don't like the work environment, or they don't like the incentives that are given, such as pay, they want to go somewhere else that's going to appreciate them and pay them better. So with that, we have this graph. It shows nearly half of employees said they'd quit a job because of bad management. So with that, you can see that a lot of people will stay if the management is good, if you're treating your employees right, if you're giving them a raise, you're recognizing them. So with that, how can we treat employees well enough to stay with the company? With that, it's just like the last reason. You got to pay generously, regular trainings. People want to know what they're doing. People a lot of times aren't happy with their jobs because they're not trained properly and they don't know how to do it right. And then also being flexible with your employees. So when you're flexible with your employees, this might be in the form of letting them work hours that work best for their life, helping them out, and just recognizing that employees have a life outside of their work, and just helping them out with that. Some other flexibility that have been used is remote working. So if there is a way to let your employees work from home, that would also improve their lives, and it would make them want to stay a little bit longer. The third reason is treating employees well will improve your hiring pool. So your hiring pool is the amount of people that are applying for your jobs. So what do you look for when you're job hunting? Some of the things that I thought of were good pay. I always look for pay. I don't want to be making less than my previous job. I look for flexibility, and then I also look at the perks and benefits of the company. So if they have a bonus structure, what their time off policy is, do they offer PTO, also 401k and insurance plans, what they're like. Another thing that I also look for when I'm looking for jobs is word of mouth. So if I hear from someone that a company treats them really well, has good benefits, then I'm definitely going to want to apply at that position. With that, if you look at this diagram, you can see if your company isn't offering those perks, another company will. So how I look at jobs, the companies that aren't having that many perks, you're going to have a couple of people apply. You're not going to have none, but you're going to have a couple, and that's of course doable. But if you are offering great work environment, great pay, great benefits for the workers, then you're going to have so many more people apply. So with having more people applying to the jobs, you have a better chance of finding those people that are very motivated, they're very hardworking, and so you'll have a better chance of finding better employees that will help your company out more. So just to go over a summary of what we've gone over, the reasons to treat your employees better is employees will be more productive. Treating employees well will improve retention in your company, and then also treating employees well will improve your hiring pool. With that, there is a quote that I have that is as much true as it is for life as it is business. It says, "Success to me is being a good person, treating people well." So I think that's definitely true with life, and then also in the business world, there's definitely ways to treat people well in your company, and it will also pay you back in the future. So just with that, I just want to call all of you guys to take a better look at your businesses and see what you guys can do to improve the way that you guys treat your employees, because it will definitely help you guys out in the future.